I got a few minutes because I know there's like a bunch of people that are trying to go up. So
there's like 2 others or 3 others.
All right. So I won't take too much of your time. If I can just hold your ears for a minute, that's all I really need. All right. So I got 2 pieces, and as an artist, we have a responsibility. We have a responsibility to ourselves, and we have a responsibility to express what we think, what we feel, who we are. Because if we deny who we are, then in essence we're denying ourselves and we're denying everything, everyone around us. So this first piece is called On Abortion. Of course children ain't allowed in the abortion clinic. It's unnatural and cynical when innocence is captivated within a child's soul, for their laughter doesn't mix well with the screams of the suction machine. While people nervously wait in the lobby, leaving their conscience at home, lest the 14-year-old girl feel scared and alone because she'll never hear the tone of her child calling out for mom. Society finds new way to bandage your responsibility, grossly abusing the utility for removing the forced growth of fertility. Disguised under the roofs of liberty, when the majority of women didn't mind the gush of semen. Either that, or the after effects of a stunt 101 and a hood rat who can't even afford to pay for her blood labs, whose future baby daddy's child support monies get divided, worse than cellular mitosis when this shit first started. He immediately became remorseful right after he nutted. A few weeks later, she missed getting dotted. Now she's throwing up in a poison lake toilet, knowing she fucked up majorly. She invests $10 on an EPT. Fuck worrying about copying the HIV. That's a whole new set of problems neither of them want to see. She don't even know this man, how she gonna raise his baby. He don't even know this lady. For all he knows, maybe she be fucking guys crazy. Shit, fuck her, maybe it is what it is. Call a tree. Why else would she give it up after the club? A little rub of the clit after more an hour of 3. I took her to my crib, now she knows where I live. 400 skins will rid the growth grow in within the ribs. She talks about keeping it, she loves you too much. But I've only known this chick for a couple of months. Cause since you left her through the baby, she can always feel your touch, while the child support won't leave you enough to scrape for a lunch. So, now you got 2 options with little room for contortion. Either you live a life of extortion, or she gets an abortion. So you show moral support and drive her to the clinic, and wait in the lobby while her intestines are spinning, and try not to think of the child that could have been, because y'all some selfish motherfuckers who are living in sin. In retrospect, they say that it is a pitiful thing to view the remnants that become askew when a man watches his dream of his own die. As his life flies into the abyss of the burned heart, so too follow the aspirations that gave him hope in times that were most dark. Cherished memories become tormented agony. What was once security is now calamity. Comfort becomes distress. Happiness is laid to rest, unlike peace that brings serenity. Loneliness and sorrow are your allies and your enemies. To allow such a dream to burn like so much ash that passionately yearns to engulf the flame, that palm where I once held the world, and the calm wind scattered them throughout the 4 corners of existence, which is now extinguished. I relinquish any mourning and regret for what shall never bear fruit, like any doubt that unmasked in the presence of real truth. To ever look back is to turn into salt. I'd rather halt, turn around in a new direction, than to stall in misconceptions. No longer will I turn a blind eye to justify love lost. There is no need to rectify what I had not jeopardized, for I must be strong, lest my daughter pay the cost of a broken paradise. The paradigm of the source of this outgrowth of decay will not cease or delay what only time will try, judge, and execute. My pain refuses to be mute for the sake of one who thinks it's cute to dilute what once meant everything to me. If such a thing as justice does prevail, then the veil of deceit will not conceal the horror she has birthed and which she can no longer conceal. If all things eventually come to light, that this damn dame will no longer contain what has festered and perverted her brain. She is lost within her own skin, longing to break free from within, pathetically prancing as the Savior's favored, purchasing entrances into a promise with tithing, while fighting herself because she knows she is lying. No longer will I carry this cross, people. For even blind men only fall once and do not afford the luxury of a sequel. See, I live heavy with loathing, pain, and resentment, yet I must strive to thrive and overthrow he or she who connives with a tongue as sharp as surgical knives, promising never to hurt like this inside. My biggest mistake was choosing you. My grandest achievements are yet to be viewed.